Have you ever wondered how power works? Power is an invisible energy that powers everything we use in our lives. Sometimes this can be difficult to understand. Voltage is like water pressure coming out of a hose. Amperage is like the volume of water coming through the hose. Wattage is total power, or voltage times amperage. There are two types of main powers of utility: single-phase versus three-phase. Single-phase is simply two 115-volt lines out of phase with each other. One is 100% positive and the other is 100% negative. This phase switches 60 times per second, or at 60 Hertz. Either of those lines crossed to the ground would give you 115 volts, but to each other they give you 230 volts. Three-phase is single-phase with one extra 115-volt line coming in and out of phase with the current too. You have to be specific when you purchase equipment. Three-phase equipment can be much more efficient and more reliable. However, it's not available in every building. If your building only has single-phase, it makes much more sense to just stick with single-phase machines. Now let's go into machine specifications. Any equipment you purchase which uses electricity will have a data plate. A data plate shows you exactly what voltage, amperage, and hertz is required. While we do have a few low-volume machines available at 115 volts, the vast majority of machines making ice cream are going to be 220 volts. Here at Slice's Concession, we have run into many locations with 195 volts or 250 volts. When asking an electrician, he might say 220 voltage. That means he wired the two 115-volt wires in your outlet. When installing your machine, it is very important to use a meter at the outlet to see the exact voltage. If your machine is 208 to 230 volts and you read at 235, this is close enough range for it to be unlikely to cause you any equipment problems. However, many times we see 245 volt or 249 volt at the panel. That is very likely to cause your start components to fail prematurely. You might be wondering, now what? What do you do if you get the wrong voltage? The best option is to notify your utility company and have a service technician adjust your voltage at the meter. With our experience of utility companies, they will only do this if you are significantly out of their specifications. Keep in mind, different utility companies will have different specifications. If the utility company agrees to change your voltage, there should be no cost to you, as they need to provide the power. This being the free option, you should always try this first. If the utility company does not change your voltage, then you're probably wondering, now what? You have the option of purchasing a Buckboost Transformer. These are available for both step-up and step-down voltage. For example, if you have 250 volts at the wall and you are running an ice cream machine calling for 208 to 230, the 30-volt step-down would put you in the proper range. Your electrician can install this transformer next to the outlet and verify you are in the proper range. Buckboosts need to provide proper amperage to your equipment. For example, if your machine has a max amp draw of 35 amps, the step-down Buckboost transformer will need to be a 30-volt step-down capable of at least 35 amps. We hope this helps explain the mysteries surrounding power in your venue. Call us today, Slice's Concession,